No, sir, they were not. We did, prior to 2005, had not been a decision of the county commissioners to even encourage our submission for that consideration. At that time, they began to say, we think this is important, we think it establishes credibility, and it's not enough for us to just say we think we're doing a good job, we want to know that from somebody else. So that's when we began to do that.
Can I point out something about the 2005? Along that time frame as well, a few years before that until that, the requirements for county budgets in general across the state of Georgia were changing. So until we got that worked out and our chart of accounts where it needed to be, there was a transition period that was allowed there legally. Until we fell within those requirements, there was really no reason for us to prepare documents to that extent because that chart of accounts had to be worked out. And that was something that was phased into us, not something that we were given all the information at one time so that we could just do that.
I was going to say, you can see the difference between a budget prepared after 2005 and the documents that were prepared before that and the extensive information that has to be put into that.
One thing that I failed to mention earlier that I'd like to make you aware of, we were talking about how a budget is prepared, and there's been some questions asked, how do we establish budgets for items such as the county attorney. The county attorney does not submit to us an expected budget. We have a negotiated amount that we pay per hour to the attorneys, which is reduced from what they normally charge because obviously the volume that we deal with. But we have to make, again, a guesstimate. There is no particular formula on how many issues might come before the county that would require review by the county attorney. There was no way to guess how many inmates might bring suit at the jail. There is no way to know how many people might sue any of the elected officials, which the county attorney also represents. We currently have, Stephanie and I were meeting this morning on an issue related to both our library and our Board of Health. Those also are agencies that we provide legal service to. There's no way to guess how many people might appeal their process, appeal their value through assessors, and that process then take us into court. We have, I believe, 5 or 6 of those now, some of which are major companies who are more than pleased to hire fairly well-heeled law firms from Atlanta that generate a good bit of responses back. So to give you an answer to that, we have to make a guesstimate of what that would be, and sometimes it may be more, sometimes it may be less. Unfortunately, lately, it's been, no matter what we say, it's always been more than what we've anticipated, so we have to try to calculate that. Any other questions?